Welcome to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. If you are new to SGL, welcome. Especially if you're coming over from the podcast, thank you for coming over to the YouTube channel and showing some love and support. Thank you so much. I'm going to start off with looking at shadow self. What is shadow self asking? Shadow self is asking, what is there anything I can do to help? Okay. I look at shadow self in the sense of not your mental protection, but your physical protection. Your shadow self will speak up for you. Your shadow self will command. Um, I definitely feel that shadow self definitely possess both masculine and feminine energy. But I do truly believe that, excuse me, that yawn was confirmation that someone offered help, but you didn't seem like you were interested. You didn't give any empathy to the situation. That's one thing. But, shadow self can be defined in so many categories, so many labels, and the most simplest form that I can allow to exchange to you, viewer, in pertaining to shadow self. Sometimes we can get bored. We can get overwhelmed with the same routine, and it can become burdensome. And shadow of self is saying, well, what can I do to assist you? What can I do to help you? How can I encourage my own self? Okay. Because our shadow self is not against us. What makes our shadow self against us is when we possess our shadow self. If that makes sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. I'm always going to encourage practicing meditation, your form of prayer, to start allowing the universe to bless you and gift you the desires of your heart. And all universe wants you to do, divine source wants you to do as an individual, is to release, right? We battle spiritual warfare, and we're all working, and the war is not yours. You don't have to. The only battle that you have is making sure that you're in alignment, mind, body, and soul, and that's work. And it becomes a battle when we refuse to keep on and carry on the longevity to sustain our assignments. Okay, on top of what we want to create on earth. All right, something may slip away. King of Pentacles, but you catch it just in time. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, literally grabbing, shadow self is trying to grab you by the reins and say, come on, let's go. Definitely be intuitive. You may be in a situation, an environment that you don't need to be in, and your shadow self is saying, let's go. Or stop talking to this person. This may not be the good decision. You need to plant your pentacles somewhere else. You need to plant your knowledge somewhere else. You need to give your advice somewhere else. Okay? Your love somewhere else. This is beautiful. And then we have, shadow self is literally yelling at you. Knight of Swords here. And it's like, what? Like someone's comfortable. You're so comfortable, but you're being nudged to get out of the situation. You have to fill in the blank of what that is. It can be employment. It can be where you reside. It can be a relationship. It can be a platonic friendship. Yeah. Three of Pentacles. Your shadow self is saying, how can I help you? We need to build somewhere else. We need to build your foundation somewhere else. Okay. And then we have the Empress at the bottom. This is confirmation for some of you, like, yeah, this is my confirmation. You know who you are. Because some, people blame it on other people's. Like, no, they got juju, or someone sent black magic to me, or they have these demons. It's not me, but it's you. It's your shadow self saying it's time to go and work. All the experience that you have when you possess your shadow self, if that makes sense to you. Okay? Right? Or you were not in your right mind. Temporarily enjoyment. You weren't in your high priestess. You were in your fallen priestess, right? Because the activity and the routine that you were doing was to fall. Okay? When you're in toxicity, you fill in the blank of what kind. Okay, it can be the life of living, what you consume, the environment, people, information of toxicity will either allow you to fall, lose everything, illness, death. Okay, let's go ahead and pull a feminine energy and then a masculine energy. So what we have here is your shadow self is saying, how can I help you? And shadow self is saying, I am intuitively nudging you. I am with the High Priestess here. Let me just go ahead. Yeah, the High Priestess and the King of Swords. It's definitely going to be a success. We're not no longer being in battle with self. Okay. Not only not being in battle with self, but you're going to be, some of your speakers, you're going to be able to, how should I say this? Through your experience of dealing with the toxicity or the dark shadow of the night, right? Having to go through the dark phases of different entities, evil, whatever. You have to fill in the blank. Those experiences and how you were able to get out of that, you're going to be able to, it's like everyone is assigned to people. And these people can only understand with your words, if that makes sense. This is definitely changing lives here. Definitely. We have the Eight of Swords here. You're blocking yourself, and your shadow self is saying, if you don't get up The world is still turning. Hierophant. Masculine energy may be dealing with a Taurus. Or is this Virgo? I can't think right now. Or is this Aries? Definitely coming into an agreement, right? Getting out of the illusion, ready to take the journey. Stop daydreaming and wondering, when is the foundation going to start? When am I going to be able to plant my seeds? I can't see what you see. And your shadow self is saying it's a process. Queen of Chalices. Ace of Pentacles here. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Feminine energy. Let's see what your feminine energy is trying to say. Muse of Voices. Learn from your insight. Go with the flow. The smoke is cleared, and you can see, you will be able to see the smoke. Those will be signs. Nope. Especially if you're a person who has the gift of sight, where where certain things look foggy. That's your confirmation of no. Don't deal with that person or situation. Or that's your sign that a negative energy is around, feeding. You might be able to see that when you're speaking to these people who are possessed. Let me say this right, the best way that I can say it. People that you are helping, you're motivating them to release so that their shadow self is no longer possessed. Masculine energy. You are a leader. This is leadership here. Masculine and feminine energy is here. We have the Empress. Oh, and the Hierophant. This is an intuitive read for some of you who are just like very typical when it comes to your cards. We have the Knight of Cups. Masculine energy. Shadow self is saying, I'm willing to work with you if you're willing to work with me. But your masculine side is saying, I got you. I got you. And you have support. Things shift when you come around. Especially when you're in your masculine energy, there is no gender roles. Okay, you may have strong features. That's very attractive. All right, what we're going to do, let's shed some light on you and then get some direction. So your feminine is basically willing to help you with the balancing what is illusion and what is not illusion. Okay, and it's just saying your feminine energy is saying all you have to do is just trust the process. Don't be so quick to overlook. Okay, and your masculine energy is literally saying, some of you are like, I don't have no masculine energy. Do you have strong features? Okay, it doesn't have to be the face. It can be your hands. It can be your feet. It can be your chest. Moving forward, a full spread, willing, and it's going to be a journey that you'll never forget. The door is now open. The door of all elements, earth, air, fire. Earth, air, fire. Did I say wait? Earth, air, fire, and water. Shed some light on the viewers. Alright. We have break the chain. Rewriting your future. Walking through that door. Let's go ahead and pull your direction. I don't know if this is saying when you're tired and tired. I don't know. Take a leap of faith. With the Empress. Yeah. Choose your dreams. And with the Nine of Swords, show compassion and empathy to yourself. Make the time for yourself. We have the Eight of Wands here. Alignment. This is taking action. Making the quick decision. But through making your quick decision, make sure that you are utilizing your feminine energy with the Muse of Voices, balancing that out. Fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Okay. All right. Make sure you show some love in the comments description box. Just send me some hearts. It doesn't matter what color. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I. Make sure you practice your 4-minute manifestation of practicing gratitude. The link is in the description box.